In times of trouble, when the world is on edge, your faith is always there for you. And at Fox Nation, we're helping to keep the faith every day with stories of hope.
Give it to God. He is doing this for a reason.
History brought to life.
This is Bethlehem, the site of the first Christmas.
And messages that keep you inspired.
Christ belongs to all people. He belongs to the whole world.
Fox Nation invites you to keep the faith while celebrating America every day. Start your first month now for just 99 cents.
From the Fox News Podcasts Network. Download and listen to Tyrus and Tim.
I've learned how to fold towels correctly.
Nice.
I'm pretty good at washing dishes. I make a mean lunch and breakfast, portioned out. Pay no attention to random children. I'm also running an underground daycare during my time. See my daughters watching YouTube and eating pizza, but there's spinach on it, so it's healthy. So I really just kind of took it over, you know?
Subscribe and listen now by going to foxnewspodcasts.com. America's listening to Fox News.
Murphy's Builder Supply is where you need to go for all your home improvement projects and hardware needs. They've been serving folks in this area since 1946. Murphy's offers some products and services that you may not know about. They now sell ammunition, both bullets and shells. Murphy's also sells personalized tags for dog collars. They build customized screens for windows and doors. Murphy's can rekey locks, and of course they can make keys. They cut glass for windows, plus Murphy's has monthly doorbuster specials. Check their Facebook page to see what's on sale. Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jesup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jesup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
8:02 here at the Big Dog, WIFO, world-famous Butch and Bob show, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Jonathan. Special guest in the studio is with us, Randy Trapno. Again, the summer feeding program is underway every Tuesday and Thursday here in Wayne County. Again, it's a federally funded program, a program that's been taking place every summer that I can recall, but it's in the old days, before the pandemic, it was just about every day, but now with the pandemic, it's down to 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we just want to make sure we get that information out, Randy, and let people know where they can go to get the meals and how much meals are provided. I think they pick up on Tuesday and Thursday, but there's food for more than 1 day. Is that correct?
That's correct, Bob. Now we're offering meals service on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10:30 to 11:30, and it's quite different this year. It's a drive-through type service. So you drive through and pick up, you drive through and say you have how many children in your car, and we hand you bags for those children.
Okay, and where are all the locations at?
The locations now are at Wayne County High School, Martha Rawls Smith Elementary, Jesup Elementary, Odom Elementary, World Class Karate, and the Scriven. It's the community center in Scriven.
And every Tuesday, and the time again?
10:30 to 11:30.
So tell us how it's been going. I mean, it's been going on for several weeks.
Everything's been going really, really good. Last week we did around 46,000 meals, so it was like 23,000 breakfasts and 23,000 lunches within a week. So we get quite a bit done in an hour for delivery.
You have to have a great staff.
We have an awesome staff
to handle all these locations, have all these people handing out meals and feeding.
We do, and they're following all procedures. They're getting to work around 5:30 in the morning, so it's quite a undertaking.
Who oversees all this? Who organizes it? Are you in charge of? I mean, do you have people helping you organize
I've got a lot of help, a lot of help in the office, definitely, and a lot of good managers that make sure food's ordered and that we're getting food from our vendors and bills are getting paid. And
where's all the food come from? I mean,
that's a great question. So we get our food from U.S. Foods and Williams over in Douglas, and we get a lot of locally grown items like Lanesbridge lettuce. We get a lot of actually this week we have strawberries, blueberries, corn. We have some USDA carrots, zucchini, squash. We got a lot of fresh produce going out, and it actually goes out in bulk. So it's really good. So, and we're also doing something new. So we're doing half-gallon milks instead of sending the individual cartons of milk, like 6 of those or 7 of those. We're sending half gallons of milk. So, and that's been well perceived. And we get that from from Williams over in Douglas.
I'm curious if you have bad weather, how's it go with regular?
Well, actually, I worry about that every Tuesday and Thursday. That's the first thing I do is look at the rain.
The rain's on its way, right? So I just wonder
But luckily, the majority of our places are covered when they come through the school, so they come through the front entrance, and it's actually covered.
Yeah, covered, right.
It really is. They've gotten it down to a science.
So when you see the cars come through, are the kids in the car with them, or is it just mainly parents coming? Or
it can be either or. The kid does not have to be in the car. The parent can just come through and say, like, I have 3 children, and we give them 3 bags, enough for 3 bags, which has breakfast and lunch for several days.
And how long does this program go to? I think
we started on June 2nd, and we'll continue through July 30th, so right up until school start back.
And what about the week of July 4th?
It's still open on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays that week, so I think July 4th is on a Saturday.
That's right. Okay. That's correct. Yep. So we'll continue on.
Right. Well, again, it's called Wayne County School Nutrition Free Meals served
on Tuesdays and Thursdays. From 10:30 to 11:30. And I'll tell you the locations are Wayne County High School, Martha Rawls Smith Elementary, Jesup Elementary, Odom Elementary, World Class Karate, and the Scriven Community Center. And we look forward to seeing you on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10:30 to 11:30.
This is another curious question. Wayne County is always procrastinates and late. So what if do you cut it off exactly 11:30, or is it like the polls if you're in line?
If you're in line, we get you something to eat. We've had to do that several times. The managers call and say, we ran out. But I've told them to pull around and wait a few minutes, and they packed them up something.
Well, everybody's hoping for a regular school year. So is the school nutrition program gearing up for a regular school year with kids back on campus?
We're gearing up to a regular school. We're putting some procedures into place and looking at things that we can make safer. But we look to offering school as normal.
Everybody's got their fingers crossed.
Yes.
We're hoping and praying that it's back to
normal. We're ready to get back to regular school breakfast and lunch. Absolutely. But this has been a interesting. In my 25 years, this has been interesting. It's very different than what we're...
It's something nobody's ever seen before, that's for sure. But again, we just want to stress this is a federally funded program, right?
Federally funded,
it is. You have to apply for this?
You
How does
do.
it work?
If your population of free and reduced is over 50%, you qualify. And so we definitely qualify. We've been doing this is right at 20 years we've been doing the seamless summer. So it's been good, and unfortunately for us, we were used to doing summer meals, so that when the pandemic did break out, we were able to just continue what we normally do in the summer. Where a lot of school systems that didn't have that in place had a lot of obstacles to go through, so we were ahead of the curve.
Well, again, just give us the time and dates and the locations once again before you leave, so everybody knows all the information here for the school nutrition program.
Absolutely. So we will be here every Tuesday and Thursday from 10:30 to 11:30. And running through July 30th. The locations are Wayne County High School, Martha Rawls Smith Elementary, Jesup Elementary, Odom Elementary, World Class Karate, and the Scriven Community Center. And I want to say a special thank you to, we have a lot of volunteers that are helping us get meals out, so we really could not do it without the help of them.
As we mentioned, they get meals for more than one day. That's why it's just Tuesday and Thursday.
That's
correct?
Exactly right. So. It's multiple meals. So the government allows us to give meals for 7 days, 7 breakfasts and 7 lunches, and we divide it up into 2 days. It has definitely been a community effort, and I appreciate all the help everybody has generously given to us.
And just for people to understand the magnitude of the program, how many kids are being fed here in
It
Wayne
is
County?
Unbelievable. So last week we did 70,000 meals. I mean, it is just unbelievable. Excuse me. The week before we started the summer feeding, we were doing 70,000. That's when we had all the lunchrooms in place. With the sites we have now, we're doing 46,000 meals is what we did last week. Actually, 23,000 breakfasts and 23,000 lunches.
And that's weekly.
So
that's a lot of meals for
almost 50,000 meals in a week. It's a lot. It's a lot of packing.
There's definitely a need in the area for this program.
Absolutely.
Well, Randy, how many years you been with them now?
This has been about 25, I think.
25. You eyeing retirement like all these?
I don't know. It's getting closer, definitely, but I still love it.
Well, good.
You got to love it to do it.
That's for sure. Well, again, thanks to you and your staff for putting this, this, like I said, it's just an undertaking. I don't think people realize it. With all these sites and all these, you have to have a great volunteer staff to help out. So, but it's something that's definitely needed. It's something that's been well received here in Wayne County. So, like I said, we're just knocking on wood that come
We start back to
Start
school in August.
Everybody's going to be back and ready to go.
That's correct. And I really appreciate y'all having us and helping us get the word out. It
no problem. Like
takes
I said,
all of us.
A great program. So like I said, it's definitely needed. I mean, if anybody's been to one of these sites and see, I mean, it's people that definitely need these meals.
Absolutely.
Okay. It's always great to see you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you coming in.
Y'all have a great day.
We'll
Thanks.
be back with more of the Butch and Bob Show after this.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jesup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jesup.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jesup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jesup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
Have you heard what's going down at Woody Folsom Nissan? Prices! Prices are going down at Woody Folsom Nissan Vidalia. We've got some awesome 2019 Altimas with $3,750 in Nissan savings. What's that? You want some 0% financing? Can do. 0 for 60 available on 2020 Rogue, Altima, and Sentra.
One thing that's not going down is our service. We want you completely satisfied, so we have a fix-it-right the first time mentality. All that at the home of the free lifetime powertrain warranty. This is Woody talking to me, Keith B, Eric T, or any of the Nissan guys in Vidalia.
$8,000 off. I repeat, $8,000 Nissan savings off MSRP on 2020 Armadas or Titans. We're loaded with pre-owns too. Most makes, most models. Prices are going down at Woody Folsom Nissan Vidalia. Home of the sweet deal. $8,000 Nissan savings off MSRP on 2020 Armadas or Titans. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
8:13 here at the Big Dog WIFO-FM, Election Day. The primary is underway.
Yeah, normally it's just Tuesdays with Tillery, but again,
they're busy up there.
They're busy. Blake called yesterday, said he's tied up with committee meetings, getting ready for the session, which starts on June 15th. So, again, hopefully we'll have Bill Werkheiser tomorrow. But, again, those guys are already pre-planning, getting ready for the session, which they've got the budget to deal with when they get up there. So, it'll be interesting how it takes place. But again, we want to remind everybody it is Election Day here. We've got your election coverage tonight here on the Big Dog 105.5. We'll be at the probate office when the results roll in. Again, heading into today with 3 weeks of early voting, the vote count was 1,578 people voted early. Also, there's around 2,500 absentee ballots that they started counting yesterday, and those absentee ballots are still rolling in. We've been told, so as long as they arrive by 7 p.m. this evening, we're talking about this. Some are coming by mail, so hopefully the mailman is those that get them there today. But should be fun to see how it all shakes out tonight. We'll have like I said, we'll have the results for you tonight, precinct by precinct. But the big concern or the big focus tonight will be on the sheriff's race with four people on the Republican ballot, including incumbent John Carter, along with Paul Girardi, Chuck Mosley, and Toby Cameron. Again, Kevin Johnson, the only Democratic candidate, he'll be on the ballot come November. So the winner of this Republican primary will face Kevin Johnson in November. But again, the majority of the votes in Wayne County Republican ballots, 1,435 Republican ballots, only 141 Democratic ballots after 3 weeks of early voting. So we'll have the results tonight from the courthouse. So it should be an interesting night. We just want to encourage everybody to get out and vote. We had Tammy and Susan Nash in here yesterday. Tammy talked about how they're going to have the social distancing and everybody's prepared for the safety factor of today's voting. So it'll be an interesting day here in Wayne County. Be interesting to see what the turnout is.
The Congress race, 1st District, since there were 3 candidates, that's a 50% plus one situation again. I don't think you haven't heard anything from Yasgur, right?
Yeah, they said he got deployed. So.
Yeah.
Apparently he's in the military, so
but he's still on the ballot.
He's on the ballot.
That's 50% plus one for somebody.
Just want to get you thought you're a big Braves fan. It looks like the season's going to be all for naught. It doesn't look like they're going to play baseball the way it's going. I said MLB came up with a last-minute proposal for like an 82-game season, but the players are rejecting that already. So, I mean,
what do I think? Hang on just a second. That's what I think.
That's what you think?
Yes.
It's kind of sad. You know,
it is.
I was listening to Clay Travis coming in. You know, he talked about, like we talked about, it's millionaires against billionaires, but he's under the impression that the owners apparently have some type of insurance policy. If they don't have a season, they're going to be well funded, where the players are just going to be out of luck.
Well, they got paid up front, though.
Who's
at
that?
the beginning of the season, the players got something.
They did.
Yeah, based on whether they played or not. So they did get some money, but you're killing the golden goose here.
Well, I see the owners' points. I mean, without fans in the stands, without concessions, without tickets, I mean, there's no money. What do you pay them with? So, I mean, that's why they're talking about, everybody's on edge about the college football season. How's it going to work? Are the stands going to be full? Are they going to be half full? How many people are going to get in? I heard somebody talk the other day, I think it was Dan Patrick's show, talked about how there was a push that if every college doesn't have stands full, that they're not going to let any college have, but they said they would, or I'm sorry, this was the NFL. They're saying that some NFL stadiums, if they don't let all have fans in their stands, that none of them have it. They said Jerry Jones with his playpen up there in Dallas would file a lawsuit saying that since the governor of Texas says people can come to the stadium, that they're going to let them come to the stadium. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. It's, so far so good. I haven't seen any, reports of great spikes since Memorial Day. They're worried about all these protests with having a spike, so we'll see what happens if there is a spike somewhere, see what they decide to do. But I don't know if they're going to backtrack. I think most people are ready to just keep on moving forward and see how it all plays out. But as we mentioned, college football is going to be the big bear in the room because we're talking about a $4 billion industry nationwide. So there's a lot of money in college football. So the push is on for a regular high school football season, regular college football season, But unfortunately, baseball players don't seem. It seems like NBA, everybody's ready to go. They're going down to Orlando, going to have a shortened season. 22 teams going to make the playoffs. The playoffs going to get underway late July and go all the way to September. But it's all going to take place down at Disney World in Orlando. I saw where Disney. I was down in Florida this weekend. See, my dad was watching the news coverage, and Disney World's back open. They've got limited. They don't let as many people in as they normally do, but looking at the crowds, it looked like people were just flocking to Disney World.
All right, here's a text on the MLB players being selfish.
That's like the understatement of the year.
yeah, definitely. Did they got ringed out for the second game yesterday at the rec department, didn't they? Because there was a lot of cars coming out right there.
We got the scores.
Quarter to 7.
The report I got that some of the games were canceled. It had to be due to the rain.
It was pretty nasty right over there.
Yeah, but they got several games in, more games today. Again, those games are going well. I said people are enjoying recreation back here in Wayne County. So hopefully we'll see what kind of turnout we get today. Hopefully, I said we stress all the time there's 16,000 plus registered voters in Wayne County. It'd be nice to see at least 10 or 12,000 of those people cast a vote, but unfortunately that's not going to be the number. The number is going to be a lot less than that, unfortunately.
Probably 20 to 25.
Well, no, we got 2,500 ballots and we got 1,500 registered votes.
Okay, so we're closer to 33 then,
right,
basically.
So if we can get to maybe over 5,000 votes, 6,000 votes total. So 6 out of 16,000. So that's a good guess right now. Hopefully they'll get close to 6,000 before it's all said and done. But it's going to be frustrating for the 4 people running for sheriff.
Right.
People would have interest in the sheriff's race, but unfortunately, people don't vote. For what reason, I don't know. But they're registered to vote. They just don't take the time to vote. So
I don't know.
It's one of those mysteries.
So we're going to start at 7:30.
7:30 from the probate office.
Probate.
Yeah, we'll be down there at Tammy's office. She always has a nice spot. So hopefully, just keep your fingers crossed that things roll smoothly with the new voting system. You've already voted on the new voting system,
right? It went through.
Did you like it?
Very smooth.
So you don't have a card anymore that you stick in. Explain
you
what.
Have the touch screen like you did before, and then you print, and it prints out a piece of paper. You hand it to the worker, and they scan it.
So you just touch screen
like you did before,
right,
and then it gives you a piece of paper that is scanned, and that paper is your official ballot.
And then you look at the paper and hand it
make
to
it sure that it's correct. You can check before you print, and then you're supposed to check it after you print. And didn't they say yesterday that if you could spoil the ballot, but you have to go back through the line and start over. So make sure that what's on the paper is what you wanted.
So I'm looking forward to voting today. I said it'll be interesting to see what kind of crowds show up. Hopefully a good crowd. Like I said, we wish all the candidates well. They mentioned at the chamber, this has been a clean race. Haven't seen any mudslinging or anything. All the candidates are just sticking to their platform and their policy and going out and shaking as many hands and seeing as many people as they possibly can. So we'll see how it all plays out tonight. And we'll have the results for you tonight here on the Big Dog 105.5. That's going to do it for today's world famous Butch and Bob show. Everybody have a great day. What's the forecast? Rain in the forecast?
Thunderstorms.
Off and on. Just in the afternoon or throughout the day?
All righty. We'll see you this evening. Talk to you about 7:30.
7:30. See you.
All right. World famous Butch and Bob show on WIFO, brought to you by Murphy Builder Supply, Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings, and First Southern Bank. Good morning for the Big Dog WIFO at 8:21.
I ain't no Robert Ripley. I'm just plain old Woody Folsom, but you can believe this or don't. Thank you, friends and neighbors, for giving Woody Folsom Automotive a near-record month last month. I ain't never seen nothing like it, but I sure would like to. Y'all come see us. Call us or click us at woodyfolsom.com, home of the free lifetime powertrain warranty. Save $9,000 off MSRP on heavy-duty 2500s and 3500s. A real good, feel-good deal.
Better get to Baxley for some 0% for 72-month financing. 0% on Silverado, Sierra, Tahoe, Yukon, Equinox, Acadia, Terrain, at all new Buicks. 5 new roads and do some dealing. We're also loaded with certified GM pre-owned vehicles that have undergone 128-point rigorous inspections. They're Chevy clean. Hey, over 1,000 pre-owned in stock. All makes. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. We'll give you a deal.
A real good, feel-good deal. Talk to me.
In the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic, it is important not to put your health care on hold. Preventative testing, lab work, elective, diagnostic, and surgical procedures are available at Wayne Memorial Hospital and are vital to ensure your continued good health. At Wayne Memorial, we prioritize your health and safety. You can be confident that all appropriate safety measures remain in place to protect our patients. At Wayne Memorial, you will find clean, open areas in which social distancing is enforced. Surfaces are regularly sanitized by our skilled environmental services staff, and HEPA-certified air filters are located throughout the hospital, ensuring the cleanest air possible. Our staff has ample supply of protective personal equipment, and face masks and hand sanitizers are readily available to our patients. We look forward to the day when we are able to lift our no visitors policy. Regardless of the COVID-19 virus, our friends, family, and neighbors are still suffering from heart disease, cancer, neurological problems, and much more. Please don't delay your important health care needs any longer. Schedule your services at Wayne Memorial Hospital today, where your health means everything to us.
Our customers comes first at First Franklin Financial. It's not just a slogan, it's the way we do business. Since 1941, we've been helping our friends and neighbors in the Southeast with their financial needs. We offer personal loans, bill consolidation loans, and more. So stop by our office today. We're conveniently located at 1074 North Macon Street, or give us a call at 912-427-4237. You can also start your application online at www.onefc.com. All loan terms and applicable APR depends on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
8:23 here at the Big Dog WIFO on this primary Tuesday. Let's get an update from Fox News Radio.
Defunding the police. I'm Chris Foster, Fox News. City leaders in New York, Los Angeles, and Minneapolis are talking about moving some money away from their police departments to other resources meant to reduce the need for policing. Attorney General Bill Barr tells Fox.
You would have increases in vigilantism, and you would have increasing chaos in the city. And that's why doing things that prevent us from having a strong, effective police force are counterproductive. You'll end up having more killings.
New York City Police Commissioner Dermot Shea says moving money from his department to youth programs, for example, is still crime fighting. It's just crime fighting in a better way.
We can do a lot better. I think it's money spent on the youth is money well spent. I think that if we don't get it right, we're going to be dealing with them in the criminal justice system, and nobody wants that.
Commissioner Shea on Fox Business Network. George Floyd's funerals today.
George Floyd's journey home ends with a private funeral service in Houston before being laid to rest next to his mother. Thousands lining up at a church yesterday to say their final goodbyes at a public viewing.
It just hit home to me, and I just felt like it was important for me and my children to come out.
You see people from all different background, colors, and creeds that are coming together saying, hey, enough is enough.
Floyd died May 25th after a Minneapolis police officer pressed his knee into his neck for several minutes. Floyd's death sparking protests worldwide over racial injustice and police brutality. Steve Rappaport, Fox News.
Tropical depression Cristobal is making its way north.
It is going to merge with a very powerful cold front that's moving in from the Rockies. We are watching the potential for not only at least tropical storm force winds, in some cases gusting upwards of 50 or 60 miles per hour as the front merges with the tropical system, but heavy rain as well in its path. So we have flash flood watches and warnings in effect that stretch from the Gulf Coast all the way up towards the Great Lakes.
Fox meteorologist Janice Dean. America's listening to Fox News.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But it may not work for your clients. That's why Fisher Investments is a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first. It's the highest standard for a financial advisor.
So, what do you provide? Cookie-cutter portfolios like the rest of us?
No cookie-cutter portfolios here. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to meet each client's goals and needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right? And make commissions when you make trades for your clients?
No, Fisher Investments doesn't sell any commission investment products, and we never earn commissions on trades.
So what's in it for you?
Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. When it comes to helping clients achieve a comfortable retirement, we're clearly different. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments, clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Dow futures are down ahead of the opening bell on Wall Street. Markets in Asia mostly up today. Boxing is back in Las Vegas with a change on the card due to a case of COVID-19.
Michaela Mayer will not be defending her super featherweight title this evening against Helen Joseph after the undefeated boxer tested positive for the coronavirus, revealing on Instagram she was surprised by the diagnosis but noting she is currently asymptomatic. But the rest of the top-ranked boxing card remains intact for tonight in Vegas, highlighted by WBC featherweight champ and Olympic silver medalist Shakur Stevenson taking on Felix Caraballo. The 22-year-old Stevenson is set to become the new face of American boxing, but he faces a tough challenger in Caraballo who has breezed through his last 5 opponents. Boxing makes its return to the MGM Grand in Las Vegas tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
The longtime editor-in-chief of the magazine Bon Appetit resigns over an old Halloween photo.
The Foodie magazine's editor-in-chief, Adam Rappaport, resigned yesterday after a 16-year-old photo of him and his wife wearing brown face resurfaced online. Rappaport, who edited Bon Appetit for nearly 10 years, responded on Instagram saying that he was stepping down to, in his words, reflect on the work that I need to do as a human being and to allow Bon Appetit to get to a better place. And he apologized for what he calls an extremely ill-conceived Halloween costume and admitted he has not championed an inclusive vision. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
The Israeli model and TV personality Bar Rafeli takes a plea bargain deal over a long-standing tax evasion case against her and her family in Israel. She gets 9 months community service. Her mother, who was also her agent, gets 16 months in prison. They'll pay a $1.5 million fine and millions in back taxes. The case involves how much time she spent living in Israel for tax purposes. During an earlier appeal, a court ruled she could not claim her then-boyfriend Leonardo DiCaprio's American residence as her own. I'm Chris Foster. This is Fox News.
Tired of living in pain? If so, come to Smart Physical Therapy, located across from Dr. Hendricks behind the hospital. At Smart, we take pride in providing our patients with the one-on-one care that they need and deserve using advanced manual therapy techniques such as dry needling and manipulative therapy. Our compassionate and knowledgeable team can help you achieve the most optimal outcome. We will now be offering a free informational session every Friday from 12 until 2 on expectations following surgery. We'll be there one-on-one to answer any questions you may have. If you're looking to have surgery, give us a call to set up a free pre-op appointment. Remember, it's your choice where to go for your physical therapy needs, so choose Smart Physical Therapy. Our number is 559-2071. 559-2071. Again, 559-2071. Ask for Garrett Pye, Clayton Connors, or Nick Child. Smart Physical Therapy.
Danny Merritt here, co-founder of 9 Line Apparel, proudly running for United States Congress in Georgia's 1st District. I know what it takes to create jobs here in Georgia's 1st District. Through 9 Line Apparel, we've created hundreds and hundreds of jobs. I know what it takes to serve my country. I've served proudly in the United States Army for 18 years. I'm asking to go to Washington, D.C. and represent you all here in Georgia's 1st and make you proud. I'm asking for your vote. Vote Merritt for Congress on June 9th.
I'm Danny Merritt, running for United States Congress, District 1, and I approve this message.
This is Reggie Burgess from the Wayne County School System. Keep Wayne safe by continuing to observe social distancing and other good health guidelines. Remain at least 6 feet apart at all times. Wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds, especially after having come in contact with commonly touched surfaces such as doorknobs, light switches, telephones, sink faucets, and countertops, and cough or sneeze only into a tissue or elbow. This message is brought to you by the Wayne County Commission, the cities of Jesup, Odom, and Scriven, Chamber of Commerce, IDA, Emergency Management, Board of Education, Wayne Memorial Hospital, and Rainier Advanced Materials.
8:31 here at WIFO-FM Big Dog Country. Let's get a look at your GNN Weather Center forecast.
Good morning. Chance of showers and thunderstorms early, then showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Highs low 90s, southwest wind at 5 to 15. Showers and thunderstorms likely this evening, low 70s. Tomorrow, chance of showers and thunderstorms early, then showers and thunderstorms likely in the afternoon. Highs low 90s. Thursday, mostly sunny. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, high of 90. Georgia meteorologist John Weatherby in the GNN Weather Center.
River level steady at 8.3 feet, 8.3 steady river level. Next tide is high 1146.1 feet, low this evening, this afternoon 5:49. Sunset at 8:32. 75 degrees here at the Big Dog WIFO. That's your GNN Weather Center forecast.
Stop creditor harassment today. Stop the worry of a pending repossession, garnishment, or foreclosure. Contact the Bankruptcy Group, attorney R. Flake Cabinet, for an experienced assessment of your financial situation. They have locations in Brunswick, Hazelhurst, and now Jesup. They are a debt relief agency. They help people file for bankruptcy relief. Contact legal assistant Tanya Blanton at 912-375-5620. 375-5620 to set up your free consultation. Let the Bankruptcy Group do the worrying for you. Now serving Jesup.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
8:33 here at WIFO-FM Big Dog Country. Time to focus on the family with Jim Daly, brought to you today by Neesmith Chevrolet.
We're doing it up big at Neesmith Chevy Buick GMC in Jesup. We're talking big savings, big rebates, and one of the biggest truck inventories in the South. Save up to $13,000 on new Chevy and GMC trucks. We're even offering 0% financing for up to 84 months. That's how you do it big. See us today at Neesmith Chevrolet Buick GMC, Highway 341 in Jesup, or head to neesmithjesup.net, where you can shop, click, and drive from the comfort of your own home, and we'll schedule your delivery. Chevy, find new roads.
One of the most important responsibilities you have as a parent is to pass your faith and values on to your children. It can also be one of the most challenging. Hi, I'm Jim Daly with Focus on the Family. At the 2008 Summer Olympics, both the U.S. men's and women's relay teams were expected to compete for the gold medal. Instead, in a shocking turn of events, neither team even made it to the finals. But their exit from the competition wasn't because another country outran them. No, both American teams went home early after dropping batons during the handoff. And that's an important lesson for us parents. You see, runners almost never drop the baton during the middle of their relay leg when the race is in full sprint. It's when they're passing the baton to a teammate that things can fall apart. and the exchange is where things can often go wrong for parents as well. That means important lessons about life don't get passed on to our children effectively. Think about it. A person's values are largely formed during childhood. So if parents aren't intentional about passing on their beliefs, their child's life will likely get shaped by friends, Hollywood, or the music industry. Is that where you want your kids learning about what's important? I don't think so. If not, then make it a point to teach them your values and help them build a solid foundation for life. You'll find more encouragement to help your family at FocusOnTheFamily.com. I'm Jim Daly.
Peace of mind, that's what you'll have when you have remodeling and construction work done by Local Boys Construction. They take pride in their quality craftsmanship, using only top-of-the-line materials, porches, concrete patios, decks, walks and driveways, kitchen and bath remodel, hardwood and tile flooring. Local Boys Construction does it all, including custom-built metal storage buildings. Free estimates up to 50 miles from Jesup. Call Tony at 912-402-8216. 912-402-8216. Check out their Facebook page. For guaranteed results, use Local Boys Construction, your one-stop shop for all your residential and commercial needs.
Damon's Famous Fingers and Wings restaurant in Jesup is now open for business, practicing social distancing, but still serving that great food that Damon's is famous for. Come inside or come through the drive-thru, but Damon's is open inside and welcomes back its customers. The menu's the same, the service is fast, and the food is fantastic, and the sauces remain the same, mild, wild, insane, or inferno. The number is the same, 588-WING, 588-9464. Damon's Restaurant on West Cherry Street in Jesup. Dining room now open for business. Come on in and enjoy a great meal today.
8:36 here at the Big Dog, WIFO FM. State news from GNN on WIFO.
Now, the latest from GNN, the Georgia News Network.
I'm Gabrielle Ware. Georgia Power has joined with a coalition of leading Georgia businesses to urge the passage of a comprehensive hate crimes bill. House Bill 426, also known as the Georgia Hate Crimes Act, was passed by the Georgia House last year, but it's still sitting in the Senate. The group, comprised of businesses including UPS, Coca-Cola, and Delta, signed a letter asking the Georgia General Assembly to support the bill. In addition to the letter, the coalition has launched a website to help encourage the bill's passage called www.passhatecrimesgeorgia.com. And the COVID-19 pandemic has altered all of our lives, but how is it likely to change healthcare as we know it? GNN's Matt McClure looks at a new report.
The coronavirus pandemic was in its early stages when U.S. Pharmacopeia and MIT began asking healthcare experts what the future of medicine may look like in 20 years. One thing to come out of the resulting study is a disaster like a pandemic can put a strain on the U.S. drug supply. Dr. Ronald Piervincenzi is CEO of U.S. Pharmacopeia. He says one lesson of COVID-19 is that the country should not isolate itself and try to go it alone when it comes to drug manufacturing.
It would be horribly ineffective. It would reduce access because prices would go up, and it will make things worse.
For more information, go to usp.org. Matt McClure, GNN News.
Meanwhile, Georgia House Minority Leader Representative Bob Trammell has requested a Confederate statue be immediately removed from Capitol grounds. Currently, it's home to Confederate General John B. Gordon. Fox 5 Atlanta reports Gordon was a Confederate general, governor, and presumed former leader of the KKK. Georgia has already set a record for primary voter turnout. Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger says despite the pandemic, early voting locations